Hello there, nice to see you again. It's been a while, it's been a crazy summer, but now we're back again in the studio making some beats, and let's just jump right into it. So I have here this sample which I really liked. I found two samples that I thought that they were super cool and they were going to be awesome together. So one is this one.
Party time is anytime is party time.
It's already chopped, but the original sample is the whole thing. And the other sample which I really enjoyed was this one. I believe there is some effects into it, but it's basically this one. And I thought, oh wow, these two samples really fit together. So I figured that a funk house beat would be awesome to do with it. So let's just go through what I did. So I first make this kind of super simple pattern, which I kind of like to start with. So what I like to do to this, so is just easier, it's to do the heads by hand. So let's just make a new pattern like this one. So now I recorded a few takes with it. Obviously the time is not really good, but that's kind of good because it fits right on the grid. Sometimes it sounds too robotic. So this, I might quantize it a bit, but not fully. And also the good thing of doing it by hand is that you get the change in velocity. So it doesn't sound like it sounds like a machine or something. So this way I think it sounds pretty good. The only thing I'm going to do is to reduce the pattern length a bit. And now I'm going to quantize it to the 50%. So now let's see how it sounds. Okay, this is sounding kind of okay, I guess. So I did a few quantize, but this is not fully on the grid. So now I just go for the kick, and the kick I kind of like to quantize it because the kick in the house music needs to be kind of on point to me. So for that you just alright, we've got 2 pages. So now duplicating this pattern, you just go to duplicate this pattern, you put it here, bam, and now so now we want to add some snare. I like this one, so let's just go for that one for now. That kind of sounds good to me. So now what I wanted to start is only with this and the party time thing. So I have this pattern which I already did for the party time thing. So let's see how it sounds all together.
It's party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
So that I think it's a great start. I mean, it sets the mood, but I think I might start without the snare. Maybe the snare is a little bit too much at the beginning. And starting more simple is going to allow me to maybe build up a little bit easier. So I think I'm going to remove the snare. So I'll just go here, pattern. Yes, I'm on the right one. So
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is
so now if we switch,
party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
all right, so now we have something that is kind of building up to something. And I want the climax, or at least the initial climax, to be with this sample, which is muted. So I think I already set up a pattern with that. And you know, like, it's just a sample. I'm not gonna record anything because it's just how it sounds everything together. So let's just go for it.
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time.
So, I mean, that sounds good to me. I think it's pretty cool. So now, like I wanted to add something to fill up the space because now it kind of feels a bit empty. No chords, no nothing. So the thing that maybe is the best thing to do, according to me, is to see in which key we are playing here and try to find something that fits. I'm gonna go browser plugin. I mean, Maschine is just keen for this. You have so many good ones. I'm kind of in love with this one. It's called Glaze. It's pretty good. So maybe something like that will be. Now here I have my secret weapon. So let's see what the sample is sounding like.
It's party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
Alright, so because the bass is moving so much, it's so dynamic, I think I'm gonna keep the chords just one chord, which is like F sharp major or something. I mean, this kind of a weird chord, but I think it fits well, so let's go for that one.
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
3, so maybe we should go for 4 because now the patterns are like a little bit messed up. So because this is Maschine, it's gonna be 4. So now it's on top.
Time is anytime and anytime is party time.
So I do that because this one, as you see, is 2, and this one, as you see, is 4. So if we have a pattern that is 3 bars long, it's gonna mess up a little bit the order. It can be good. It can be like a good creative tool, but is in this case I think it's better because these 2 chords should maybe be spot on, should always be in the same place. So in that case, we are just gonna go for that. So
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
I think this sounds good. So now I want to create some more dynamics with the voice, because I think this sample needs to be really used. So what I'm gonna go for that is to duplicate every chop into a different path, just like so. So duplicate, boom, 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 boom. So now I have it in one shot. If you see here, that means that every time I press, it plays a whole sample. But I don't want that for this row. What I want is that when I press, it only plays as long as I'm pressing. So for that, you just select ADSR,
It's party time.
and that is gonna allow me to do something like
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
so it's gonna allow me to do stuff like that. I mean, I think I feel like I need to fill the void a little bit more, and maybe adding some sort of like rhythmic chops of this party time thing might be good for it. So let's just try out some different things.
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time.
Before testing, it's good if you just, duplicate the patterns and what else, so you don't mess up the one that you already like. So now we are in this other pattern here. This is the original one. We are messing up this one. So
It's anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime.
sounds a little bit messy. I think I'm gonna undo a little bit. I think I'm gonna.
This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime.
So now this one, I think it works fine.
Party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time.
So maybe for this we can maybe add some sort of effect to the one that is playing like that. So I'm thinking of maybe like a cabinet or something, or maybe a filter, so it doesn't take so much space. So I want low pass filter, and I want like a kind of low cutoff. So
This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime.
so let's modulate it a bit with the LFO. So let's see how that works.
It's anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time. This party time is anytime and anytime. This party time.
I think that's kind of working. I like that. I like this dynamism, and I like how this comes in. So now what I'm thinking is that when this one comes in like this here, when we want to progress maybe a bit more into the track, we want this to be like more present. So I think I'm gonna add another pattern. I'm gonna maybe sample this that is sounding here. Oh, sorry, it's in another pattern. I might want to sample that chord into this pad, so that way I kind of like I can keep playing that chord in a cooler way. So let's sample that one, and let's go for external. We want internal. We want master because we are gonna solo it out. The moment that the threshold or the audio signal which is playing inside of Maschine is going higher than this threshold, this is gonna start recording. So we are gonna put that like a really low threshold, and now I'm gonna press start and I'm gonna press play. So now it's waiting. So now it's got it. So now I have the two chords. I think I'm gonna chop it to only have one, because I mean we can play the two just by pressing this one twice. So you do that here. I mean you have a quite fine control over this, and you can truncate. So if you hear this thing, I think I'm gonna follow the chord with that. Now I think, I mean this we have many loops, so maybe we need to kind of arrange it to something. First is that this is going maybe for too long, this party time thing.
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
So now I want to have some sort of pattern that it's a little bit easier, not so full. So what I'm gonna do is to have like a party time is party time, something like that.
Party time. It's party time. 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 party time.
So now let's arrange a little bit. So we have a few scenes that I have been doing. Let's see how it's.
Party time is anytime and anytime is party time. Party time is anytime and anytime is party time.
This is probably already in a stage where I should take this to Ableton and perhaps arrange it a little bit. So we're gonna leave it here for this video. I hope you found some techniques that you like, and I might, make a stream of how I arrange things like this. Let me know if you're interested on that. If not, it's fine. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you in the next one, which will hopefully be pretty soon. Peace. Bye.